Then we float down the reef, and we really don't care how much current we've got because we just cover a tremendous amount of territory. This is most exciting because you get a panoramic view of maybe a mile to a mile and a half on a single tank of air.
Drifting on a current that can reach speeds in excess of 4 knots or more, the visitors from the world above are treated to a kaleidoscope of marine life that ranges from sleek barracuda all the way through to schools of porkfish. But it is the larger animals, like this hawksbill turtle, that make Gulf Stream diving the special experience that it is. And divers delight in the knowledge that as they drift across the gently undulating ocean floor, they may come into contact with even more exciting marine animals. Animals that at one time struck fear into the hearts of men. But now, as we learn more about the oceans and the creatures that live within them, we find that many of our fears are based on nothing more than ignorance, and that in fact, there is very little to be afraid of beneath the waves. Rays are commonplace on the white sandy bottoms off the Palm Beach shoreline. But sights such as this large southern ray resting in a gully with 3 shark-like cobia is an unusual one. One that Noreen Rouse and the divers that accompany her feel fortunate to be able to witness. As the cobia become more agitated by the presence of the divers, the ray, after a friendly pat from Noreen Rouse, decides to move on. These beautiful animals have long had a reputation that they do not deserve, as has the moray eel.
I think the nicest feeling thing in the whole ocean is to pet a moray. It's like wet velvet. And I found that they are definitely a wild animal. You never know what they're going to do. It can be dangerous to go around and stick your hand in a hole, but there are some morays that you just instinctively realize that they are not upset by you, and you can get pretty close to them. The nurse sharks here will usually be found under ledges, and at certain times of the year you may do a float dive or a drift dive and see as many as 10 or 12 on the same dive. Great big ones. We're talking now of 8 to 10 foot size. The nurse shark is dangerous only in the respect that a person scares it and it will knock you into the reef, or you threaten it and it protects itself. Otherwise, it would much rather swim off.
Despite her obvious ability with these often much maligned creatures, Noreen Rouse's main concerns and affections lie with an even more unusual animal.
I have a special love for turtles. Their friendliness is amazing when you're swimming next to them, but if you try to hold on to them, it scares them. On a day when there's good visibility, they'll actually alter their course and come over and swim with you.
The 2 main species of turtle that visit these waters are the hawksbill, seen here, and the much larger loggerhead. Both species are of special interest to Noreen Rouse, and her close association with them has allowed her to make observations that are looked upon as major contributions to the marine scientific world.
In 1971, when we saw a hawksbill, the experts told us